In this video, we're going to show you how to deal with messages that you don't always want to get. So, for example, in this video, I get email from Xmirage all the time, and I really want to not have to deal with these particular email messages. So what I'm going to do is first I'm going to select the email that I don't want to receive. Now that's important, and I'll show you why in a minute. The next, what you want to do is you want to go to your Mail menu and choose Preferences, or Command comma is the keyboard equivalent, and it'll open up your preferences for mail. The last tab over here is the Rules tab, and we're going to add a rule right now. Click on Add Rule, and you get this dialog box. You want to call the rule something. We'll call this Getting Rid of Xmirage. You can call it anything that you want. Over here, you can choose whether the conditions meet all of, any or all of the following conditions are met. So for most instances, you want it to be any of the following conditions. Over here, we have a drop-down menu that lets you choose what your actions are, and you want the action to be from. If you choose from, you'll notice over here that the from looks at the email that you had selected. So that's why I had you go and select that first, so that when we chose from, it filled this in automatically. So now we get to choose the actions that we want. And the first action that I choose is mark the message as read. Because if you don't mark it as read, it'll show up in counts of unread messages. So we mark it as read, and then we're going to add one more action. And this, you get to move the message, or of course there are other actions that you could take. We could move the message, and in this particular case I want to move it to a mailbox. I'm going to move this to, you can choose trash, or you could say, oh, I'm going to put it in another folder. I have a folder here called Joan M. Stuff. And so if I get a lot of things that I want to give to Joan, for example, I'd move everything to Joan M. Stuff. So the next thing you want to do is you want to click on OK. When you click on OK, you get another dialog box, and that dialog box says you already have some of this stuff in your mail already. Do you want us to work on that? So do you want to apply it to the messages in your mailbox? If I click on Apply, wait for a second and look over here, you'll see in a moment that that email has now disappeared. I'm going to close this, and I'm going to go over to my mailboxes, and I'm going to go find the Joan Stuff. And there's the email that we had moved. So you could put it in another folder, or you could put it right directly into the trash.